Hello and welcome to our company overview presentation. Over the next 15 minutes, you will be learning how LegalShield is completely transforming and disrupting two of the largest industries in North America. If you ever wanted to be in the right place at the right time to capitalize financially on such a unique and expanding business opportunity, then that is where you sit right now. Our company is aggressively expanding across North America, and we are looking for motivated leaders who have a passion for entrepreneurship, growth, and earning a substantial income from home on their own time. LegalShield gives you, like it has for so many others, the unique opportunity to be your own boss. Set your own hours, work wherever you want, and earn an unlimited income stream, all while providing services that will truly change families' lives for the better. So whether you're looking to supplement your current income, start a new career before or even after retirement, or you're just sick and tired of the corporate rat race, missing time with family and friends from working 8+ hours every day and not earning what you're worth, then I assure what you are about to hear will leave you feeling very excited. Before I get into details about our company, I'd like to remind you about some other companies that have also disrupted and transformed existing industries. I'll explain the relevance in just a minute. So what do I mean by disrupting and transforming existing industries? I mean when an innovative company comes along, identifies a problem or shortcoming in an existing industry, and changes how we as consumers engage in business within those industries. Remember this, those who solve the biggest problems cash the biggest paychecks. Take Blockbuster as an example. When you wanted to rent a movie to watch at home, you had to go to the Blockbuster store, hope that the movie is not already taken. If you find the one you want, you rent it, take it home, watch it, and rush it back the next day so you can avoid late fees. But now what happened? Netflix comes along and completely disrupted and transformed the movie renting industry. For a tiny monthly fee, you download an app and have live streaming 24/7 on demand on any device. Now Blockbuster doesn't even exist anymore. Existing multi-billion-dollar company gone. Why? Because an innovative company identified a problem in an existing industry and brought a solution, making renting movies a lot quicker, easier, and more affordable for the consumer. Let's not forget Amazon. No more leaving your house to buy anything. Download an app to purchase everything right online and it's at your doorstep the next day. Malls, major department stores closing due to the disruption Amazon has created. Or how about Uber, who's made catching a ride a lot simpler, easier, and more affordable, and just a better all-over experience for the consumer, all through the tap of an app on their phone. If it wasn't for federal regulations, the taxi industry wouldn't even exist. Could you imagine what your financial situation would be if you had the opportunity to get involved on the ground floor of these companies? Well, that opportunity is sitting right in front of you because LegalShield is using the exact same model to disrupt and transform two of the largest industries in North America, the legal industry and the identity theft industry, making legal and identity theft coverage quicker, easier, and more affordable, all through the tap of an app. So let's quickly run through the history of LegalShield, as it's important to know the company you represent is rock solid and viable. Headquartered in Oklahoma with roughly 1,500 employees to handle all operations, we've withstood the biggest test, the test of time, and have been in business for over 45 years. Currently protecting 4.6 million people in US and Canada, proprietary network of law firms in all 50 states and 4 provinces of Canada, publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange before being purchased by a private equity firm, Mid-Ocean Partners, for $650 million. A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau and a near 5-star rating on Facebook, which we all know is where people go to air out their negative opinions if they have any. So from a company standpoint, we are rock solid and very stable, which brings confidence to those who become a part of the LegalShield family. Now let's talk about the services LegalShield provides, starting with the legal plan. You may be thinking, well, I've never needed an attorney before, so why would I need legal protection? Allow me to be straightforward. Me, you, and everyone you know has and will need an attorney several times each year, even if you don't think you do. See, we're all taught to believe that hiring an attorney is only for traumatic situations like a DUI, divorce, or when you need to go to court. Sure, they're needed for those traumatic situations, but they should and need to be consulted for everyday life situations we all experience dozens or more times a year. Think about it. The wealthiest people keep attorneys on retainer to help them make better decisions for their everyday life situations. It's one of the reasons why the wealthy stay ahead, as everything they do is based off of professional legal advice and consultation. So if those who can afford to have attorneys on retainer do so, then why shouldn't the rest of us have that same access? Well, at $300 to $500 an hour, 99% of the population is priced out of legal representation we all deserve and have rights to. Well, LegalShield is changing that and evening the playing field for everyone. So what's included in our legal plan? Unlimited advice, consultation, and representation from an attorney that specializes in the specific area of law you need. From the tap of our LegalShield app, you'll be able to speak with an attorney on an unlimited number of occasions about an unlimited number of topics for an unlimited amount of time. There is nothing too small, large, trivial, or traumatic you can't call about. Real estate, divorce, landlord-tenant issues, child custody, taxes, contracts, or even if your neighbor's dog is barking too loud. You can now pick up the phone and speak with an attorney and get all of your questions answered anytime you want without worrying about the high hourly costs. This in itself is so powerful and will now help you get ahead in life just like the rich do. On top of that, they'll even make phone calls and write letters on your behalf. And I'm sure you'll agree, a letter written on your law firm's letterhead will be much more effective on resolving issues and disputes than you and I trying to fight and write that same letter. I had a leather couch that was peeling and cracking in just 2 years, but luckily it was still under warranty. So I called the furniture store, spoke to their claims department, and I was told, listen, you're out of luck. We are not going to honor the warranty. Well, like we all often do, back and forth I fought, escalating it to upper management, only to get the same result, which I didn't think was fair, and I'm sure you would agree. With that, tapped my app, spoke to my law firm. The attorney wrote a letter on my behalf. A week later, the furniture store called me back, apologizing profusely for mistreating me, and in turn mailed me a $1,500 gift card for a new couch and removal of my defective couch. Now guys, how powerful was that? I was getting nowhere by myself, but because I had affordable access to an attorney, I was able to flex my legal muscle and get $1,500 back in my pocket. TSA damaged several articles in my suitcase from doing random bag checks. Called the airlines to complain, told these things happen from time to time and there was nothing they can do. Guys, I didn't even waste my breath or time anymore. Tapped the app, had the attorneys write a letter, and in 2 weeks a $500 credit to fly anywhere in the US with those airlines. Again, a situation where I wasn't getting anywhere alone, but because I had affordable legal representation at the push of a button, I was able to have my rights protected and settle a dispute in my favor. $2,000 in just those 2 incidents. I was able to recoup that I would have never seen if it wasn't for my LegalShield membership. That $2,000 pays for my membership for the next 7 years. Both incidents are examples of what I previously called everyday life situations. It's not what we would consider a typical legal situation where we would even think about hiring an attorney. And even if we did, who would call an attorney at $300 an hour for a dispute about a warranty on a couch or sunglasses that were broken in your suitcase? No one would. Well, until now. These, along with an infinite number of other unfortunate situations, they happen to us all on dozens of times a year that we can now have expert attorneys handle for us. So going back to what I said before, we all need legal coverage just like we all need medical insurance. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Moving along, contract and document review. Before signing your name to anything, cell phone agreement, car lease, renting an apartment, literally any contract, have the attorneys review and make sure it's written in your favor. See, the party you're signing the contract for had their attorneys draft that contract. Why not have your attorney review it to make sure it's not a one-sided deal? If you get audited, we'll assign you a top tax attorney to take care of it. If you get sued, our attorneys will represent you in court for civil lawsuit defense. Buying or selling a home, the attorneys will draft your mortgage documents for your primary residence. Family services like uncontested divorce, adoption, name change, we got you covered there as well. Here's what my family and I have used quite often, traffic court representation. If you get a moving violation anywhere in the USA or Canada, tap the app, snap a picture of the ticket, which gets submitted directly to your provider law firm. They will assign an attorney in the county you received the ticket in to show up in court and fight the ticket and help keep the points off your record. Auto insurance, and I'm sure we'll all agree, is already high enough. This will be a huge money saver for you and the drivers in your family, making you all look like flawless drivers. Here's a big one, will preparation. What's sad is 70% of Americans don't have a will, not because they don't understand the importance, but because the costs, which can reach into the thousands for a legitimate will. Well, we assign you a top attorney to draft you and your spouse a will, living will, healthcare power of attorney, and durable power of attorney for free. And we'll update it for you for free each year. Guys, that's $1,000 savings right away when becoming a member. Our membership even includes 24/7 emergency legal access. It can be 2 a.m. on Christmas Eve, and if you got pulled over in a tough situation with an officer, before you do anything, tap your app and get your attorney on the line to advise and help protect your rights. They will even speak to the officer if necessary. Victim of an auto accident, medical malpractice, hurt while on the job, get covered by our attorneys on a contingency basis, unlike the traditional method of having to hire an attorney at a high hourly rate. As a member, everything we just discussed is included in your monthly premium. Anything above and beyond what we just covered, anything from a criminal charge, DUI, bankruptcy, pre-existing issue, and so on, don't worry. Our membership and law firms got you covered on those too. You're guaranteed a 25% discount off the attorney's standard hourly rate. You will never pay full price for an attorney again. So who's covered under the legal plan? The member, the member's spouse, never married dependent children under 26 living at home or full-time student, dependent children under the age of 18 from whom the member is legal guardian, and physically or mentally disabled children living at home for life. Here's my favorite part. Say you're the attorney and I'm the client. How much would you charge a month to protect my whole family for all of this? Most people quote me anywhere between $500 to $5,000. With attorneys normally charging $300 or more an hour, you would expect it to be thousands. Well, it's almost laughable to say, but our legal plan is less than $1 a day, $24.95 per month. I mean, you'll spend more for 1 hour of an attorney's time than you will for an entire year of our membership. When I first heard that, I said, that is the best dollar value I've ever heard. I signed up on the spot. Our company has actually deflated the prices compared to market value and not inflated it like all other products and services companies sell. And let's be honest, your family member or friend who is an attorney cannot provide you and your whole family with all these services on an unlimited basis for free. Nor do they or can they practice every area of law, just like doctors don't practice every area of medicine. Not only do we have attorneys specializing in every area of law, but we have them in every county of every state and 4 provinces of Canada. Oh, and in case you were wondering, our law firms are all AV rated, which is the highest rating a law firm can receive. We've been partnered with our firms for an average of 19 years, with the attorneys averaging 13 years of practice. So the representation you receive is the absolute best money can buy. Our second app and service we provide is called LegalShield. Identity theft, the largest and fastest growing crime in the world, and everyone, regardless of age or financial status, is at high risk. Last year, over 200 million victims in 1 year in the USA alone. Equifax, over 150 million people's identities were stolen. Uber, over 50 million. This is an unfortunate situation we all will experience at least once in our lifetime. And it's not just someone stealing your credit card or tapping into your bank account. That only accounts for 20% of identity theft crimes. So checking a credit report or freezing accounts is not proactive protection. 80% of identity theft crimes come in the form of Social Security fraud, medical fraud, tax return fraud, driver's license fraud, and so on. Someone could set up their own persona using your information, committing crimes in your name, and now there's a warrant out for your arrest that you didn't know anything about. Someone can use your social. Well, you could say, I don't give out my social, so I'm not worried about that. Well, you already have, many of times. If you ever had a job, went to school, bought or leased a car, joined a gym, got utilities in your name, you've already given it out. So someone gets your social, they get a 1099 job, they cash your paychecks all year long, and they don't pay any income tax. Now the IRS comes knocking on your door and says, you better pay this bill or we're going to put a lien on your house. Who are you going to call? It takes the thieves minutes to steal your identity. It takes the victims months or years to clean up that mess. We have the only viable solution in the entire marketplace, and it's because we are partnered with the absolute best identity theft company in the world, Kroll. Kroll is hired by government entities like the CIA, FBI, US government, along with Fortune 500 companies like Enron and Target when they all had their identity breaches. The only way individuals can get access to identity theft protection from Kroll is through our LegalShield service. Not only do we monitor absolutely everything about your identity as seen on the screen, but when, it's not a matter of if, but when your identity is stolen, because it will happen to all of us, we assign a top licensed private investigator with Kroll to go out and restore your identity back to pre-theft status. And we back that up with a $5 million service guarantee. And being that 70% of identity theft crimes require legal representation, well, as previously learned, we've got that covered as well. How much would you expect to pay for experts at Kroll to monitor and restore your identity? Most of us don't have the tens of thousands of dollars to hire them for their services. Well, our ID Shield plan is only $9.95 a month for an individual and $24.95 a month for an entire family. So for an individual to have both the legal and ID Shield plans, it's only $34.90 a month. And for an entire family, it's only $49.90 a month. Now that you understand how both our legal and ID Shield services work and how little it costs to have access to them, about $1 a day, the price of a bottle of water a day, you probably understand why we're signing up 50, 60, and last month, 70,000 new members signing up for these services. The only reason why you or anybody else does not have these services yet is because you've never heard a presentation to know they exist or what they actually do. Now that you have, I'm sure you'll get you and your family protected right away. And by the way, the services are month to month, so you don't have to make any type of long-term commitment. You're going to keep it because you want to keep it, because it's going to help you save a lot of money and empower your life. Oh, and don't let me forget, everyone that enrolls in a legal and ID Shield plan gets instant access to member perks. LegalShield is partnered with over 450 brand name companies where you can start getting discounts and savings. Just a few of them are listed here. I receive a $59 discount off my family cell phone bill every month because of our member perks agreement with AT&T. I spend $49 for my LegalShield membership, but I get back $59 from AT&T member perks. So even if I don't use the membership, it pays to have it because I'm profiting $10 a month with AT&T by having it. And that does not include all the other savings I get with the other companies. Our members save more a month with the perks than they actually spend on the membership. Folks, whether it's for the services themselves or the member perks, it's an absolute no-brainer to have our membership. Now let me share the business opportunity and how you can profit from this. Now that you're thinking, wow, this is amazing. I want to be a customer of this company and get these services and apps on my phone. Well, how about you help us spread the word? How did Facebook grow to over 1 billion users with a Facebook account? How do so many people own Netflix? Why do so many people shop on Amazon or drive in an Uber? Well, because friends are telling friends about these amazing game changers, and people are signing up for these different membership platforms and apps every day. Same thing with LegalShield, except we pay you in cash. Our management team will coach and train you exactly how to share and spread the word about our services to the masses of people while you profit. Family, friends, neighbors, co-workers, small business owners, HR directors, employees, independent insurance brokers, the list goes on. And our team is dedicated to show you how to build a book of business fitting your comfort level, lifestyle, and background. Every time you refer somebody to our family legal and ID Shield plan, the company will pay you a commission of anywhere between $60 and $280. Guys, $60 to $280 for every membership you sell. I mean, how many memberships do you want to sell a week? 2, 5, 10? You could sell a couple memberships each week, making $1,000 or more a week, and you didn't even leave the house. Or maybe you did it while you were on vacation. Sell anywhere you like. Oh, and we get paid daily, by the way, not weekly or bi-weekly like most companies. Let me show you how this works. When you first come on board, you start as an associate making $60 for every family membership sold. After your first few sales, you get promoted to senior associate and now make a $120 commission for every membership sold. As you continue to sell more memberships, you continue to get promoted to a higher commission, all the way up to $280 for each membership you sell. Advance through the commission levels as fast as you'd like. Tell me, what job have you ever had where you dictate how quickly and often you get a promotion or a raise? That's just one of the great things about our company. Your success and pay is based on your performance. So we get paid very handsomely, again, anywhere between $60 and $280 for every membership we sell, which is called linear income, being paid for our efforts. The second way we get paid is in override commissions. This is where working smart, not just hard, comes into play. Business owners will tell you this is their favorite source of income, as this is where wealth grows exponentially. We are structured just like an insurance or real estate brokerage. When a real estate broker sells a home, he or she receives a real nice commission. But in being the broker, you can go out and hire agents to sell houses with you. Anytime one of those agents sells a home, they themselves make a big commission. But you as the broker also takes an additional override commission on all of their sales. The same can be done here. You have the option of building a team of agents, or what we call associates, who also have passion and desire to make money from home. Anytime one of your associates sells a membership, they will make the same commission of anywhere between $60 and $280, and LegalShield will pay you an additional override commission of anywhere between $20 and $180. Now, let's say you're a senior manager in the company and you recently added a new associate to join your sales team. Just like everyone else, they will start as an associate. When your new associate sells a membership, they will make $60. But the company will also pay you an override commission. See the column on the far right? Again, remember, you're a senior manager, they're an associate. You get the 20 plus 20 plus 20 for a total of $60 in override commissions, and you didn't do any of the work. Now imagine if you had 10 people on your sales team and they each just sold 2 memberships a week, which is very little. You'd make $1,200 in override commissions and you weren't even there. You can be out of the country on vacation and still have a significant income because your team is out selling memberships and making money for themselves. Everyone should want this type of income in their life. So you get paid when you sell memberships. You get paid when anyone on your team sells memberships. The third way we get paid is residual income. This is probably the most exciting form of payment as it's rock star income. Residual means you get paid over and over again for something you did just one time. For every membership you and or anyone in your sales organization writes, you not only get paid that upfront commission, but you will get paid a commission month after month, year after year for the lifetime of all memberships that stay on the books. Think about this. I've been with LegalShield for now 7 years. I'm being paid today for memberships my team and I wrote 7 years ago, 6 years ago, 5 years ago, and so on. I can stop working today and still have an income with LegalShield from memberships I did in the past. If you stopped working at your job today, you would stop getting paid. Well, that's not how it is here at LegalShield. You can and will continue to get paid for the rest of your life because of your override and residual income streams. This truly is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to earn linear, override, and residual income that most people dream about having. Our company also rewards us by sending us on 4 exotic, all expenses paid for vacations a year. If you meet the company performance trip criteria for the quarter, you and a guest are on your way to an exotic, all expenses paid getaway of a lifetime. At this point, I'm sure you're ready to know, how do I get started? Being a LegalShield associate means you become a business owner. That's right, you own your own home-based business under the LegalShield umbrella. You are your own boss, building your own future with a management support team here to guide you every step of the way. Unlike starting your own company or business, which is extremely time-consuming and costs tens of thousands of dollars, you can own your own LegalShield business for just $99. This one-time startup fee will get your 1099 business account set up, your own personalized website, process your direct deposit reporting, business cards, and all marketing and training material. As soon as you sell your first 2 memberships and make the $120, you've more than covered your $99 startup. I mean, after just selling 2 memberships, your business is already in profit mode forever. Most businesses take years to see profits after spending thousands to get started. It goes without saying, but every associate must carry a legal and identity theft plan in order to market the services. We are proud to say that we have over 400 associates earning 6 figures, over 150 associates earning $50,000 or more a year, 230 earning $1 million or more a year, and $1 billion paid in commissions in just the last 10 years. Keep in mind, the majority of our associates do this part-time from home. What are your action steps from here? contact the person who sent you this presentation right away and have them get you set up with our Legal and ID Shield memberships. Then take control by becoming a LegalShield independent associate and start building a future where both time and money are a realization in your life. We look forward to working with you and helping you build success.